Welcome to Agriculture Form 2. I'm your presenter, Andrew Cobby, and today we're going to look at this topic, which is pig production. And to be specific, we're doing breeding in pigs. So stay with me as we are going through this topic. So when we talk of breeding in pigs, the selected males and females should be mated at the right age and weight. So there are male pigs as well as female pigs which are selected for breeding purpose. And these pigs, they should be mated at the right age and at the right weight. So the goats, despite becoming sexually mature early, should not be mated until 12 months old. So the weight should be 100 kgs. So when talk of goats, you talk of female pigs that have never given birth before. They are called goats. So find that sometimes they become sexually active or sexually mature very early. So you should not mate before they reach 12 months and before they reach the weight of 100 kgs. So a sow should be saved 4 days after weaning her piglets. So after being separated from the piglets, the sow can be mated or should be mated. Should be mated or should be saved 4 days after weaning. Then a sow or goose should be mated when it shows the signs of heat. So about these animals, they cannot mate anyhow or anytime, but a sow should be saved when it shows the sign of heat. That's when uh, uh, that's when the mating process should take place. So as a farmer, you have to wait up until the sow shows the sign of heat. So the sow on heat is taken to the boer to ensure successful mating, after which it is returned to her pen. So the farmer should observe return of heat on the mated sow or goose after 21 days and repeat mating. So natural mating is the most common method in saving the pigs. So there are two methods generally. I've got natural mating and artificial insemination. But when talk of saving the pigs, natural mating is the most common method of saving the pigs. So there's note here, you have to note that the sow or goose should be put on high level of quality feeds 2 to 3 weeks before and after mating. This is known as flashing. So that's flashing. So 2 to 3 weeks after and before mating, the sow should be the sow should be put on high level of quality feeds. So let's now go to signs of heat. As a farmer, how can you know that the soil is on heat? So the first one is the soil on heat shows the following signs. So the first one is restlessness. That's the first one, restlessness. So when talk of restlessness, this is when the soil becomes so quiet and so calm. So that one is known as restlessness. Then there is clear, slimy mucus discharge from the vulva. So you find that from the vulva, there will be clear and slimy mucus that be coming from the vulva. Then talk of swelling and reddening of the vulva. So the vulva will swell and it will tend to red. Then also there will be frequent urination. Then occasional grunting. So when talk of grunting, just the same as screaming. So there will be occasional screaming of the pig, I mean of the sow. Then talk of loss of appetite. Then talk of its mouth, I mean it mounts other pigs in the pen. So we find that the sow will be mounting other pigs in the pen. So just know that the sow is on heat. Then it stands motionless when other mounts it. So when other pigs or other sows are trying to mount it, it will stand motionless. So those are some of the signs of heat. So let's now look at gestation period in pigs. So when talk of gestation period, this is the period or this is the time from conception to following. So that period from conception to following to giving birth, that period is known as the gestation period. So it lasts 112 days to 115 days. That's 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. So that's the gestation period of pigs. So during the gestation period, the in-pig or sow or goose should be fed on adequate feed and clean drinking water and concentrates. So during gestation period, you have to be giving the pig, the sow or the goat, adequate enough food, enough feeds, and also clean drinking water and also concentrates. So as a farmer, you have to take note of that. And also during the last 3 weeks of following, the in-pig or sow is fed on extra high quality feeds. This is known as steaming up. So steaming up is the giving of high quality feeds during the last 3 weeks of following. So that's steaming up. So what do you think are importance of steaming up? So steaming up is very, very, very important in pigs. So the first one is to ensure strong and healthy piglets. So if you are giving healthy and quality feeds to a sow before following, you are ensuring that the incoming piglets, they should be healthy and also very strong. So that's one important of steaming up. And the other thing is it stimulates growth of alveolar tissues of others, hence more milk production upon following. So it also ensures that when the pig gives birth, it should be able to produce a lot of milk for the piglets. That's importance of steaming up. Then it also ensures a strong and healthy sow, hence likelihood of complication during following. So if you are giving a healthy and very quality feeds to the sow before following, you also ensuring strong and healthy sow, hence there will be less complications during following. So let's go to management of pigs during parturition or management of pigs during giving birth. So preparation for farrowing should be started uh, at least 1 week before the expected date. So before the expected date, as a farmer, you know that your sow is going to give birth at this date. So you have to start the preparations 1 week before the expected date. So let's go to signs of parturition or signs that the sow is about to give birth. So the sow which is about to farrow shows the following signs. So the first one is that it becomes less stress and begins to collect beddings material at one corner to make a nest for patrician. So it becomes less, so quiet, so calm, and you'll be collecting some beddings from one place to another to make a nest. Then talk of loss of appetite. The pig will not have appetite. It will not want to eat. That's loss of appetite. Then the udder and teats become enlarged and filled with milk. So just know that the pig is about to give birth. Then the vulva also becomes large and red. Then the muscle on either sides of the tail slunken. So when talk of slunken is they become weak or less active. So the muscles will become weak or less active. That's the meaning of slunken. So preparation of farrowing continues. So when talk of preparation of farrowing, the following is done when preparing soils for farrowing. So the first one is deworming. Deworm the soil. So to deworm is, in other ways, to remove the worms, to give the drugs to the pig so that the drug should kill the worms in the pigs. So that process is known as deworming. Then we are saying that wash and spray the soil against ectoparasites using appropriate chemicals. So we have to wash as well as spray the soil with the appropriate chemicals so that you should remove external parasites. You talk of ticks, but using appropriate chemicals. Then you have to clean and disinfect the farrowing pen. You have to clean and also disinfect the farrowing pen. Then take the soil to the farrowing pen at least 5 to 7 days before the expected date of farrowing to familiarize it with the environment so that the soil should become familiar or should be familiar with the new environment, the farrowing pen. So you have to take that soil 5 to 7 days before the expected date. Then also you have to provide a farrowing crate so that the piglets are born in a perfect and well protected environment. So a crate is a special structure that prevents the soil from turning so that it can crush the young ones or the piglets, and also it protects the piglets from being cannibalized by the soil. Then I've got to create a creep area with infrared light. So this keep the young piglets warm and protect them from pneumonia and being crushed by the soil. So when talk of a creep area is the place that provide warmth to the piglets so that they should so that uh, they should not catch ammonia and also to provide being crushed by the soil. Then 2 days to farrowing, you have to feed the soil entirely on brain, which acts as a laxative. So when talk of laxative, is the special meal that loosens the bowel so that parturition should take place easily. So so 2 days to farrowing or before farrowing, you have to give the soil the feed mixed with, the feed which acts as laxative. So you have to mix soil and winner's meal with wetted brain and feed the animal up to 2 to 3 days after farrowing. Then provide clean water ad libitum. So when talk of ad libitum, this is when the pigs are just drinking to the required volume. Okay, just drinking to the required volume, but not because they are thirsty. No, but just drinking to maintain the volume of the liquids in the body. Then the soul normally follow with no difficulty, but do not interfere, but watch closely. So normal parturition takes between 2 to 4 hours, although many souls take a lesser duration. In the case of difficulty during following, such as prolonged labor period with no piglets coming out, you have to contact veterinary officer for assistance. So if you see any difficulty in following, you have to contact veterinary officers for assistance. But normally, following pigs is done without any difficulty. So if the piglets get stuck close to the vulva, the attendant should shift the piglets into proper position and pull up and pull them out at the soul labor. So you have to ensure the soul is pressed down by use of following cleats. Then the attendants must thoroughly wash their hands and wear gloves before providing any assistance. So let's go to care after following. Care after following. So after following, carry out the following practices. The first one is you have to ensure piglets are breathing properly. So how do you ensure that piglets are breathing properly? By removing mucus from the mouth and nostrils using a clean cloth. So remove the mucus by using clean cloths. So that one will help to ensure that the piglets are properly breathing. Then you have also to ensure the piglets are safe by moving them away from the soul as each is born. So make sure that they are safe. Remove them away from the soul as each and every piglet is born. Then you have to tie, cut, and disinfect the novel cord of each piglet. So you cut and also you tie and also disinfect that novel cord of each and every piglet. So disinfecting is done by applying of iodine. Then weigh each piglet and record the birth weight. You have to weigh each and every piglet and record the birth weight. Then remove and discard the afterbirth and any stillborn. So you have to remove and discard the after. No, after giving birth, there are these afterbirths, the remainings you talk of. Yeah, the remainings after the birth, they are called after birth. So you have to remove those and discard them. Then press the piglets under infrared light. In the absence of infrared light, chilled piglets can be immersed in lukewarm water up to the head. Then dry them and also keep them in a warm place until they gain enough strength. Then take the piglets to the soul for sucking. So if you don't have this infrared light, just immerse the piglets in lukewarm water just to provide warmth to the piglets and also dry them and make the piglets suck from their mother. Then let's go to layering of piglets. So piglets are delicate and high mortality rate can be experienced within the first 3 days due to one being crushed by the mother. So they can be high mortality rate by being crushed by the mother. So crushing of piglets is prevented by providing a farrowing plate. We talked of this farrowing plate, the structure that prevent the mother from crushing the piglets. Then chilling. High mortality rate can also be caused by chilling. So chilling is prevented by providing infrared light bulb or any other source of heat in the crib area, so that the piglets should be kept warm. Then high mortality rate can also be caused by piglet anemia. So piglet anemia is controlled by providing iron supplements to the piglets, either in the form of iron paste smeared on the teat of the sow, so that when the piglets are sucking, they should suckle together with that iron, or in the form of solution injected intravenously into the piglets. So it can be in the form of injection, which will be injected directly in the piglets. And also you have to ensure the piglets they get colostrum and later enough milk up to the 10th day. So you know, colostrum is the very first milk that comes from the sow. So colostrum is very, very important because it contains um, uh, I mean, it provide protection from diseases. So it's very, very important for the piglets to get uh, colostrum. So provide also, make sure that the piglets are sucking from the mother after, up to 10th day. So a day after farrowing, carry out teeth clipping. Just after farrowing, carry out teeth clipping. So on top of teeth clipping, this is when you cut uh, these long teeth in the mouth of um, uh, the piglets. So that's teeth clipping. So this is the cutting of sharp uh, canines and gun level using a teeth cutter. So there is a special instrument known as teeth cutter. So that one is used in teeth clipping. So let's now look at importance of teeth clipping. Why is it important to do that process known as teeth clipping? So the first one is to avoid injury of the sow's teeth or other, hence reduce incidence of mastitis. So, when you remove these sharp teeth, it means you are avoiding injury of the sow's teeth or the others. So it's very, very important. So this one will reduce the incidence of mastitis. So that one is a disease of uh, the others. Then reduce the likelihood of piglets injuring one another when they are praying. So you find that the piglets are praying. So if they have got those sharp teeth, it means they can injure each other. So by doing teeth clipping, it means you are reducing the instance of injuring one another. Then also reduce incidence of piglet injuring the farmer during handling of piglets. So we find that sometimes you have to handle the piglets and they may injure you if they have got those sharp teeth. So to avoid those incidents, it means you have to do uh, teeth clipping. Then make the piglets docile, hence easy to handle. So to be very, very easy to handle if the piglets they're not having those sharp teeth. Then let's go to castration. So when talk of castration, this is a practice carried out on male piglets, not selected for breeding. So the other piglets, maybe they have got undesired characters. So the farmer may say these male piglets should not be selected for breeding. So castration should be done. So castration is the process that is done on male piglets that are not selected for breeding purposes. So the most common method of castration is the opening method. So here a scalpel blade is used for removal of the testes surgically. So castration is done at the age of 3 weeks. So we talk of castration. So this is the opening. You have to open, you cut through the scrotum you open it and you remove the testes. That process known as castration. So castration is done at the age of 3 weeks. So let's look at procedure for castrating piglets. So the first one is to gather the tools and materials, that is scalpel, disinfectant, and cotton wool. So you have to gather the materials together. Then restrain the piglets appropriately. So when talk of restraining is to control the movement. The piglet should not be moving anyhow. So you have to restrain the piglet appropriately. Then using one hand, you have to squeeze the testes and hold. You have to squeeze the testes and hold the testes. Then you have to disinfect the scrotal surface. So that surface, that skin of scrotum, you have to disinfect it. Then using a scalpel, make an incision or a cut on the scrotum. You make an incision, you make a cut on the scrotum. Then you have to squeeze out the testes through the incision until the spermatic cord is extended. Then you have to cut the spermatic cord using a scalpel. Cut the spermatic cord using a scalpel. Then repeat the above for the other testes, because I've got 2 testes. Then you repeat the same process on the other testes. Then you have to disinfect the wound. Then release the piglet. In that way, it means you have castrated the piglet. So let's look at advantages. Let's look at advantages of castration. So the first one is that it controls breeding, because we're saying that there are males which are not selected for breeding purposes. Therefore, uh, they cannot be involved in this breeding process. Therefore, it controls breeding. The first one is it controls breeding diseases. There are other diseases. They come just because of breeding. Therefore, castration is one way of controlling those breeding diseases. Then it prevents inbreeding. So when talk of inbreeding, this is uh, uh, breeding or mating of the pigs which are coming from the same mother. Yeah, so that one is known as inbreeding. So it prevents the mating of pigs coming from the same mother. Then it enhances growth rate of piglets. So the piglets which are castrated, they grow very healthy and very strong. So it enhances the growth rate of the piglets. Then it makes the piglets docile, hence easy to handle. So the piglets which are castrated, they are so docile and very easy to handle. So those are some of the importance of castration. So I've got this practical activity for you. So the activity is about you have to visit a pig farm and participate in castration and administration of iron supplement to piglets. So that's all I had for you in this presentation. So if there is any question, any query, that's our WhatsApp number and that's our email. Thank you so much and see you in my next presentation.